Alright guys, what's up? It's Chris, BHP Business. Alright, so I wanted to just do a quick look over here at the rods and the little talkie. Yeah, so I think the lighting in general, everything is kind of fucking dim, so it's jacking up my camera quality here. It's not that the camera's a piece of shit, it's just the lights not so good. Alright, maybe that helps a little bit. Alright, okay. So anyway, for you guys who've been watching, Jesus Christ. For you guys who've been watching the B20 build or whatnot going on, this is of course the rods came back, the pistons came back. Okay, so I kind of feel guilty for a couple reasons about like this. You know, when I decided I was going to press the pistons on through the machine shop instead of trying to dig out my press and transport it and do it myself. I figured, well, I was like, well, we're going to go to the machine shop to press it on, dude. Why don't you just grab some ARP bolts, $40 or whatever. You can't, I figured it'd be like another $40 to get them, the rods resized or whatnot. It wasn't, it was $80. But look at this. First off, we're gonna talk about the pros. First off, look at this shit. Freshly honed and everything. Just looking at how clean everything is, it looks a whole lot like a brand new rod. Like this is the closest they've ever seen to an OEM brand new rod. Really happy with the results here on the outcome, and the piston is smooth, also like brand new, with the wiggle room and stuff. And because they wound up resizing like the pinhole, I think it was like 0.001 off. They said so they resized that a bit, so we allow for a good fit. And there's the rest of them. So yeah, I'm happy with what we got back. Now here's why I was saying I kind of feel guilty about the whole situation, because I wrote this up today while I was at work. I wrote up a list of engines that I have right now as possible builds. Okay, so K28-3, I got the 81.5 millimeter LS setup, scat rods, different racing pistons, another B20, B18, a CP pistons, Eagle rods, and then I got one more B18 needs to be built for Brian Orlando with PR3 pistons, and I'm probably gonna have those pressed on too. Like you see the 128 here, that was the generic price that the machine shop gave me for pressing on the pistons and resizing. So when I put the 128 as a total, but I've already factored in ARP rod bolts, but I may be rethinking that. And the reason why is because the total to get the rod bolts, like the rod bolts are $40, and the resizing of the big ends is $80. So that's $120 to install ARPs on stock rods. Now, if you guys remember the review I did on those rods not too long ago, those $147 forged I-beams, I was like, fuck, dude, that's like $17 difference away from buying forged rods. Now, if anybody wants to be like, oh, fucking, no brand or no name brand, they're still forged rods. They're still made out of the same kind of metal that almost all these fucking rods companies make all their shit. And most of these companies aren't even made in the USA. They're importing their rods from the same fucking sources and then putting their own stamp and brand on there. So anyway, so I think that instead of fucking buying ARP rod bolts and having them resized, it's cheaper, or it's better off to spend a little bit of extra money and get a fucking I-beam. So now I'm gonna rethink my price here, because these pistons come in two options. They come in press fit, and they come with floating. And I do believe that their floating option also is able to be used as a press fit, and it's the same price for floating versus press fit version of these pistons. So my other B20 I have, nobody's tried to order it for me yet, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy those rods, and it'll save me on money. Instead of being $328 to get everything I need for this build, it'll be $288 instead. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna be getting those I-beams here pretty soon. And honestly, my biggest issue right now is I want to build one of these blocks to sell, but oh man, I want to keep them all at the same time too. So the K23, I decided I'm gonna do for that is because I don't have a rod option for the A3. I'm gonna go ahead and buy ARP rod bolts, get the Type R pistons, have the big ends resized or whatnot, and I'm gonna fucking see how much I can get out of the A3 with those minimal upgrades. I was debating on doing an NA, and then I decided, fuck it, you know, let me boost it. Let me just push it, motherfucker, with those basic ass adjustments or mods and see how far it goes. So A3, I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna build one of those for me. 81.5 millimeter. Oh yeah, the Nippon Racing and the scat rods. What I want to do, I want to make a straight LS like I wanted to. I wanted to make a straight LS block and then run non-VTEC boost. So I'm gonna do that. So these two I'm gonna keep. The V20 I want to sell. I'm not going to be in a rush to sell it or anything, but this is for sure going to be the one I'm going to sell off. The CP piston eagle rod combo, I'm going to sell that one too. And LSPR3, that's not for me, that's for Brian. So these are two blocks of the B20 and the B18 with the CPs on eagles. I can build both of these like now. So because I gotta buy all the parts and everything, and I'm also in the middle of probably buying a second car. I was gonna start buying all these parts for a couple of these engines like now, but I have to buy another car this week, and I'm looking at like a $1,500 EK sedan with AC and power steering. It's already lowered, but otherwise stock. Think about getting that, and if I buy that car, I'm gonna daily that while I'm putting together the Integra, and then once the Integra's running, I'm gonna put the Vitara block with a baby little turbo in that sedan, have boost, a 4-door car to daily, and AC and power steering. That's something I've wanted for a very, very long time. So I'm very close to getting it. I just need to collect the rest of my money. I need to get my eBay money. It's pending. So I need to get that, and once I get paid for the V20 I put in for Justin, I'll have enough money to buy the car. All right. Anyway, just a little quick rundown here on some future builds, what's going on and whatnot. And I didn't really get any feedback on any requests for any other videos, so I haven't really thought of anything we can do for discussion. So yeah, if y'all want to see some of that, or you want to do some popular topics, whatnot, shoot them in the comments or whatever, and I'll see about addressing those. Right now, I am debating on whether I'm gonna do anything tonight. I'm super fucking tired. Work has been the real job, main job has been kicking my ass the last couple of days. It's been like 90+ degrees. My body is still reclimatizing to the warm weather, so I'm not going at the pace, or I'm working harder and in a hotter environment. So I don't know, I think I might just chill out tonight. We'll see, or maybe I'll just go, maybe I'll check rings real quick and see if they need to be gapped or whatnot, and go from there. I don't know, we'll see what happens. If I don't finish putting together the block tonight, I'll probably just put it together in the morning, because if I go to sleep now, this is hours earlier than I normally would go to sleep. I'll just wake up earlier and do it. And normally I wake up an hour or so before my wife comes back from work, and I just kind of like sit around on my phone. So maybe I'll do that in the morning instead. All right, guys, that's it. Long little update here, and thanks for watching. Oh yeah, if anybody is interested in the B20 or the CP Eagle, this one's going to be expensive, guys. This one right here. I haven't really decided on the price yet, but I'm thinking of a high one. This will probably be your best bet, you guys, if you're wanting something that's cheaper. Like I said, we could do it like $1,250 shipped, meaning you give me $600 up front for a deposit. I start getting the parts together and start putting the block together, or we can just do it the other way, where you do the core deposit and then get things a little bit at a time. Anyway, it's just an idea. No big rush. If nobody else wants to get anything right now, I'm kind of hoarding and being greedy with all my engines. If it turns out that I wind up with a whole bunch of engines, maybe I'll just use those to start building my little team or whatnot. I don't know, man. It's just I'm trying to juggle the things. Actually, when I get done building Justin's engine, things will probably chill a little bit more for me, and I won't feel so rushed on shit, and I can just relax and plan better. Alright guys, thanks for listening to me ramble. If you listen to this whole thing, that's cool. Appreciate you guys, and talk to you later. Peace.